Alright, today we're going to take the rear wheel off my Harley and figure out why I got a flat. I'm going to do a DIY tire change. I'm not going to take it off and send it to the shop and then come back and show you how to put it back on. I may do it over a couple of videos, it just depends on how long it goes. But stay with me, and first thing I got to do is take the bags off.
So, how did I get a flat tire? Well, I don't know yet, but I can tell you what happened. I was coming home after about a 150-mile ride, and I was about a mile from home and came up to a stoplight, and when I left the stoplight, I heard a bunch of clanging around the rear wheel. It sounded like I had run over like a coat hanger or something like that, and almost as quickly as it started, it went away. The bike felt fine. Nothing was weird, so I stopped, did a quick look. I didn't see anything, so I just kind of limped it home. About the time that I turned onto my street, I started to feel the rear end getting a little soft. I just kind of limped it down the street, got it in the carport, and that's where it sits.
It never fails. I can be out here for 2 hours without the camera rolling and never hear a siren. I turn the camera on and the sirens come. Alright, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but you can see that it is flat. In fact, it is flat enough that I'm actually going to have to try to put some air in it so I can get my motorcycle jack up underneath of it. So let's try to do that. I think you can hear that. It's coming out fast now. Alright, if you look under there, see if I can get it to focus under there. There's a frame, and then there's a flat piece of rail right here with a rock on it. That rail, I like to run my lift rail right down it, and it just fits. Get more air. Alright, so we got our lift under the bike, and this is the scary part if you've never done it before. Hold on to the handlebar. Now I get to about this point, just want to check to make sure it's kind of balanced on there, and it is. And of course you're going to need to go up pretty high with these things. I got it all strapped up, and I'm going to do one more thing up front. And that's just in case it gets a little tippy. The front wheel's chalked up, so it's not going to tip. Of course, you know, guys, you kind of have to do this at your own risk. Just overthink everything is the best thing I can tell you to do. And try to make sure that you know, you're stable. It's pretty stable. I'm not worried about the back flipping because I'm going to take weight off the back. I worry about the flipping forward more than I'm worried about flipping back. Now, I don't think I could actually flip it backwards. Well, that's not true. I could. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we're going to get our cotter pin out. I guess that's a cotter pin. Okay, on this particular bike we got screw-out chain adjusters instead of the snail type. So what I'm going to do is measure the threads on both sides. It's, damn, that's right on ½ inch. It might be a 64th over, but so the left side is a ½ inch, maybe with a 64th. A little proud of the ½ inch. And on the right side, You got the same thing. Just proud of half inch. Of course, I'll recheck my adjustments when I put the wheel back on. Now we can start taking that axle out, but this pipe's going to be in the way. It's kind of a fat pipe. Undo the pipe here. I wasn't sure whether that was captured on there or not, but it is. Last thing, hopefully, before we take the tire out. Work the belt off. Leave it there. So let's take a look at this tire and see what we see. First of all, it is ready to be replaced. Nail. I don't see anything else. We'll check all the spokes when we get it broke down, and we'll also take a look at the pulley, give it a good look over, make sure it's still usable. So part 2 will be taking the wheel off, mount and balance. Alright, that looks pretty good.